What's up, everybody? And thank you. You have just tuned in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host, Mr. James John, your favorite DEI hire. And I'm in virtual studio with some really good, funny friends of mine. First up, the man who helped start all this hilarity 9 years ago. I'm talking about the one, the only Miguel Colon. Don't you forget about the junior. He knows who his daddy is. What's going on, Miguel?
Nothing much, man. Hey, I was looking through pictures of me from the 80s and I was like, man, player, like, yo, like I got some D pics out there I'd be less ashamed of than like some of these, man. Bro, I was
What?
like 8 years old. I had biker shorts on. You remember little tight biker shorts?
Yeah.
I had
Oh.
biker shorts on. I was like, I looked like I was lined up at Epstein's Island. I had biker shorts and then a little like Care Bear shirt on. I was like, what were y'all thinking? I didn't make these choices. And I've always
No.
been fat. So I'm a fat little kid with biker shorts. So it's like I look like a model from Model Mayhem. My thighs are touching. I got
Yeah.
that little gap, yo. I was
Oh.
just like, get out of here.
How did
You look so dumb.
How did you not get kidnapped as a kid, man?
I was crafty. You know,
I was
little nimbly
crafty.
bimbly and agile. I had wit and guile. You know,
I had a juke move
Yeah.
that I could do. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I was
Oh,
highly molestable though. I was adorable.
nice.
I wore those three striped socks.
Oh,
Four-wheel roller skating.
You were
I was
asking for it. Remember that?
Yeah. But it's just, they would roll up with the van and they'd be like, "Hey, buddy." I'm like, "You think you're the first?" Just roller skating. Girls just wanna have fun.
I've had 3 van offers this week. Come
Yeah,
on, man.
ill.
Ill. Oh,
Astro
man.
van, ill. Try harder.
Ill. Try harder. There you go. I can
Anyway, I
actually
gotta go
see
get some
in your
free puppies
windows.
from this guy later. I think that's legit.
Hey, man, our other partner in crime in the house, the man of 1,000 nicknames. He doesn't disappoint today. We know him as Ken Miller, the godfather of Orlando comedy. But today he is all Z's because this man is tired. Ken, you all right now, though?
I'm good, man. Y'all, we done recorded the first show up now, but Miguel, bro, that biker short era is nasty, bro. About us biker shorts, bro. I had a Jerry curl.
Yes.
I had a Jerry curl for 2 hours because I got the curl. No lie, people were making fun of me at the park, so I just put sand in my hair.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I came home. My mama beat me. My mama gave me a beating, and then washed the Jerry curl out and just shaved all my hair out. As I had
Got
a
you.
head.
Man,
Me and my brother Terrell, we were twins because we're 6 months apart. If y'all listen to me, I'm adopted by my aunt, so my brother is my cousin. We're 6 months apart, but my mama dressed us alike until we were like 12 years old.
That's funny.
Any holiday like 4th of July, dude. Did y'all celebrate Easter Monday?
No.
In Carolina, we celebrate Easter Monday. The day after Easter, you're off, and we have Easter Monday. And
you mean school? School's out.
School is out, and Easter. We celebrated Easter Monday, and we always had events in Greensboro that day. And we, no matter what, the Fun Fourth, they had something downtown Greensboro called City Stage, where vendors and stuff like that. My mama dressed with my brother like, bro, until we were like 12 years old. I swear to God, dog.
Did y'all look alike though? Too?
No, I'm 6'2". Terrell was a pudgy kid. I was tall, skinny, athletic. We don't look nothing.
So y'all
alike,
basically look like before and after.
Pretty
so
much.
it didn't even make sense.
For real.
Oh, y'all poor kids, man.
I'm drinking milk, and one day I'll be like my twin.
My grandmother used
You were
to dress
twins
me
like
my
Arnold
cousin.
and Danny DeVito?
Yeah,
real,
bro, that is funny as hell, man. Shout out to black folks doing crazy things to kids back in the day. I used to dress in parachute pants. That's embarrassing. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Parachute pants.
Parachute pants, the shoes, the hard bottoms with the steel toe front.
Oh my God, the MC Hammer shoes.
Hammer shoes, bro.
I had MC Hammer pants in every color. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bro, I look ridiculous. I look like if you rub my belly, I grant you wishes. I look
It's James Yon Dun 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 Dun. Dude, check this out. I wanted Hammer Pants so bad. It was a kid. I don't remember the kid's name now, but he was like the cool in 2nd grade. He was like he had cool older brothers.
There's
so
always that
cool
one
stuff.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he had like a pair of gold hammer pants and wore them to school, and I thought they were so cool.
Ooh.
So I told my mom I wanted some, and my mom told my aunt, shout out to my aunt Deanna, my godmother, love her. My aunt Diana, love me. She said, I'll sew him some.
Oh no.
And she made me these pants. They had cactuses and like little Western stuff on them, and they looked horrible. And they were baggy, but they did not look like hammer pants. They looked like they and it was just hard. And I remember I opened them up and I was looking at them, and my mom was like, "Listen, you just have to take some pictures in them. That's it." And I was like, "You're a good woman." My mom was cutting them DA deals. Like, "Listen, you asked for them, but I'm never gonna make you wear them ever." I used to wear them to go to sleep in.
God bless you, Mom.
Hey, James, Miguel had them to Gorgon Trails, bro.
The Gorgon Trail.
Gorgon Trail,
Cosby
baby. He's
Show.
a big designer.
Oh.
He's a great fashion designer.
Oh my God. Remember when you had to get dressed up in what your grandparents bought you, grandmama bought you when she came over the house? You had to put on a horrible outfit that she bought you.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
for real.
We got a joke in my house. They were joking because not that I couldn't say wool, but I forgot like wool. I was a little kid and I had this sweater that my grandmother had got me. And I was like, I'm not wearing it. It's made of sheep. Like, I was like, it's made of sheep. It was so itchy. And you didn't wear like, I wasn't an Italian kid. I didn't wear wife beaters at 7, like, so I didn't have anything under. So it was just, and then I was a chubby kid, so my belly was gonna touch the itch. And I remember you remember how when you would put on something and you didn't like it as a kid, your whole body tense up.
Yep.
You're like,
yep.
Like when a girl make you wear a condom, you're like,
oh. Miguel didn't like sheepskin even in condoms. He's like, nah, I don't want to wear it.
I don't want to do it.
Oh my God, man.
Itchy.
Your grandparents were stuck into like the 70s and would buy you clothes in the 80s. And you're like, I don't want to wear this. Boy, if you don't put that clothes on for your grandmama, you smile. You say thank you when you see her. Thank you.
Thank you for the sheep shirt.
Yeah, that 90s fashion, bro. The cross colors.
My favorite is Carl Kanai. Carl Kanai was my joint, man.
And I couldn't get none of it until like the mid 90s when I actually started working.
Correct.
I had to buy my own clothes. My mama just buying clothes. Like I know that Will Smith said the shirt was fly with a butterfly collar. That was my mama, just whatever she saw in Goodwill. And then my mama would come home with the big bag of Goodwill clothes, walking through the neighborhood. So everybody know we got Goodwill clothes. Like you can put these in the trunk. You could hide these clothes, man.
I remember being so envious of the West Coast because I was like, it's a pair of Dickies and a white t-shirt. Nobody knows you're poor. Or if you got money, I was like, look at them. They're living it. That's the biggest dope boy in the neighborhood. He got on Dickies and a white shirt.
Look at him. Hey, my kids don't believe me how cheap Chucks used to be. Bro, Chucks was like,
oh, dude. Air Force Ones. I used to get Air Force Ones for $50. $50 for Air Force Ones, man. All the time, man.
Not anymore.
They were just a regular shoe. They were a regular shoe. Yo, you just wore them because they were nice and they look fresh.
Mm-hmm. They look fresh with everything.
Yes, they do.
Air Force Ones look fresh with everything, bro.
I love them. That's my,
that's my suit. They look fresh.
Yeah, bro. Yo, for real. You throw some color in them too? Come on, man.
Oh yeah.
Come on, dog.
Shout out to your boy, man. It's GQ Customs.
GQ Customs.
He does a lot of Air Force One customs, and I love it. One day I'm gonna have enough money to get mine custom, bro.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get a pair.
Time now, when he first started, he was
I know.
Now he got a whole sponsor and everything. He don't even answer my calls.
Commercials, bro. Yeah, he got a drop on Nike. I'm like, what the hell? Good for him, man. Good for him.
Yo, bro. That fashion back in the day, man. When we were kids, I was so happy when I got a job. When my mama didn't have to buy me clothes no more, bro.
Talk about it.
My mama really was buying us tennis shoes from the grocery store. Like she really was getting these. First of all, you can't even. You go to a grocery store now, you're not seeing tennis. For y'all young listeners, back in the 80s, they had tennis shoes hanging up in the grocery store.
Sure did.
I got them Kroger 11s, yo.
Bro. Kroger 11. Grocery store. What's that one dude that makes the funny videos about shoes? A dude had on sandals. He's like, hey man, that dude is wearing What's that guy? You know what I'm saying?
Moses 13, the disciples, yo.
You got on the Moses 13.
What if every disciple had its own shoe? Like they dropped the Jesus line. Yo, the Jesus, man, 13s. The J's first come out, those are the Jesuses. And then all the disciples drop. Judas's is silver with knots. Like
That's funny.
All of you got I'm gonna give them disciples, bro.
Disciple
For
ones.
real,
That's
yo,
funny.
y'all,
Hey,
man. Hey,
the mo-
young kids just don't know, bro. Y'all, back in our day, our parents bought our clothes wherever clothes were
Wherever.
sold. It could be a grocery
Wherever.
store. You could be at the mechanic. If my mama saw something that was cute, in her eyes,
Correct.
she buying that. She
Correct.
buying that, bro. And then nothing ever fit either.
We used to go to Bell's Outlet, not regular
Oh,
Bell's.
yeah.
Bell's Outlet. If y'all don't know that
They
store,
just
that's
smell
a
like
store in the
smoke.
South. Oh, it did
Yeah.
all the time. And the cashier was smoking. Oh, lady,
Mhm.
yeah. Named Gertrude. Hey, Gertrude. How y'all
They
doing?
literally bring the fire department brings the clothes in because like, here, this was from that other store. You're like, oh, this is good. The sleeve burnt off, but that could be stopped. Hey, the best was when and I feel bad. I feel bad because I know sometimes your parents sometimes they cared and they were trying to
Yeah.
be positive. They're like, that's gonna look good.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
gonna look good.
They were
like,
excited. They were excited.
Yeah, they were excited. Oh, that's in my opinion one of the most worst things when your parents came in super excited about something that you were like, yo, I'm gonna get beat up for this.
Yeah, you
And
are.
they were like, look at this, huh? My dad got me a skateboard. I wanted a skateboard, and he got me one of the 1970s banana thin
Ooh,
skateboards. And he was like,
longboard.
hey, yeah, and he was kind of like, hey, kid, and it was short though, wasn't a longboard. This is short, it's an old skateboard. He was like, hey, go look outside what I got you. And I was like, where? Next to that thing? Is it under that? And then he was just looking at me, and I'm like, "Hey, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna get my ass beat now."
Yes, they gonna take
Yeah.
the skateboard and
They gonna
beat me with it. Yeah.
Man, hey, our parents really did try. I've
They
told this
did.
story before. My mom, anything we wanted to do, my mama would go get. Like we wanted to box after Rocky. My mom went to Goodwill and bought us boxing gloves, but it didn't have none of the lot stuff in it. It was like oven mitts, bro.
Oh my
It was like oven mitts. So when you hit somebody, you hit them with a real fist. Man, my
Kid.
mom bought a guitar, James. No lie, that guitar had 2 strings, bro. Remember the Tom and Jerry with the buddy, my cranbone. My mom bought us the cranbone guitar, bro.
Hey, I frog when I worked and he did right. Cram
Hey, Miguel, don't lie. My mama bought us a saxophone. That sax ain't had no sax or phone to it. Where the hose? Ain't no hose bored into this thing. We just blowing straight stick, bro.
Kid said he was using boxing gloves and it said William and Sonoma. They were oven mitts.
They don't protect you from the fist, but if you gotta grab something hot, they'll do.
God dang. Oh my God.
But they tried.
They tried.
Yeah.
They tried.
And
And they were
sometimes
happy.
They were. And they bought us some things sometimes that we shouldn't have. Like they were dangerous, like lawn darts. Who
Yeah.
thought that was a kid's toy?
Hey,
It was basically like a flying ninja star that you could throw. Like who thought this is gonna be a
I remember
great
my
game
dad
for
bought
kids?
us a Nintendo, and I looked at him. I was like, "You dying?"
Yeah, like
You
What
bought
is
us something nice finally? Is this it?
Yeah.
okay.
Like, come here, Poppy. Come here. I'm like
Look.
holding him. I'm like, I don't need the Nintendo. I need my daddy. I
Right?
need my daddy.
I need
I
you.
my daddy.
You just hold them, you Goodwill hunt them. It's not your fault.
Mhm.
It's not your fault.
Oh,
Not your
man.
fault.
Hey, James, I've told this story too about the darts. Well, my mama
Oh,
bought us
man.
them darts and they was rusty. And my brother was throwing them at people. He said, don't run. Don't run. And I took off, and it was slow mo too. Man, he threw that thing and it hit me in the back of the leg. Like I just got shot. That's probably why my Achilles tore. I probably got what tetanus in this.
Bro, your
Yeah,
Achilles-
we put
Go
an
ahead.
apple on our heads to throw at the dart, and how we protected us was we held a pillow up to our face. Oh my God. We held a pillow, and I put my hands over my eyes and held the pillow. And I was like, if it stabs, it's just gonna stab my hand.
Yeah.
If it hits that apple, man, that's gonna be cool.
How are we still alive, bro? Somebody
Oh.
tell me how.
Hey, while we figure that out, y'all, we're gonna take a short little break. We'll be right back. Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you, guys. You're still hanging in here with us, Real Last, on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your favorite host. I'm James John, your DEI hire, joining virtual studio with my really good friends, Mr. Ken Miller, a.k.a. Z's today, because he tired, y'all. And we got Miguel Colon. Don't you forget about the junior, because he knows who his daddy is. Want to remind everybody out there, I need y'all to follow us. That's right, support us. Go on your social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, like, subscribe, share this hilarity so we can keep this going another 9 years. Now, Ken, you said you had something for us, brother.
Yeah, man. So James, y'all know that all James kids that went to college.
Yes.
Went to college, in college, graduated
Yes.
college, all that stuff. So you got to help me with it, James, because
Okay.
I have never heard of this degree in my life. So shout out to Deion Sanders. All his kids, college graduates, something in there, and two of them in the NFL. One of his kids graduated with a master's degree in organizational leadership. Have you ever heard of that degree before?
Bro, that's like a dude that starts a club. That's
yeah.
like
The comments like, so you just got a degree in putting stuff together, like groups together. Like, what is it?
Not just that, but leading it once it's put together.
yeah.
I was like, bro, I was like, that's the wildest degree I have ever heard. I've never heard of organizational leadership as a degree, and a master's at that.
What, bro? 8 years you went to school? 8 years you went to school and learn how to put together Legos. Like, what are you doing, bro? Organizational leadership. Okay. Oh, like, I guess, like, if there's an organization, you can be the leader of any organization.
Do you guys want to hear the definition?
Yeah.
An organizational leadership degree is a program designed to develop future leaders, focusing on the knowledge and skills needed to lead and manage efficiently within organizations. It's a multidisciplinary field, often encompassing courses in business management, communications, psychology, and sometimes sociology and political science. The goal is to equip students with the ability to lead teams, solve problems, and create positive change in various professional settings. Do you know what they got? They got the E4 degree. They're like, hey, you in charge. You in charge of these guys now.
Go ahead. They're all yours. Yeah.
But I'm 21. Yeah. You got $1 million worth of equipment and 4 dudes under you. But if you put a hot plate in that barracks, son,
you're in trouble.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, here's a gun.
Now here's a javelin missile system. You're going to carry it on your back in the woods.
Oh, that's funny, man. Hey, I got to shout him out, though, man. I'm very proud of my kids, but, man, Deion got to be pretty damn proud having 2 kids make it to the NFL. Bro, that is.
Yeah, anytime, man, like when you got to follow in the footsteps of your father, and your father is one of the greatest football players. Some people consider Deion one of the greatest players of all time.
No. When your father is the greatest in 2 different damn sports.
Yeah,
bro, that's 2 sports, bro. Deion's one of the only people back in the day. They don't do that no more, kid. They don't play professional baseball.
And you know who kids ain't doing that? Michael Jordan. But look,
hey, Marcus. Hey, which one was caught in France doing cocaine? Hey,
no, right up the street from my house.
That's funny.
When he drove the car?
Yeah, right up the street from my house, which was cool with me because I was driving drunk that night too. So they called him and not me. So I ain't even mad.
Why Marcus be wilding like that?
Woo. Bro, when you first, like he said, why not?
Why not?
I agree.
There you go.
When you got the shadow of the most successful basketball player in the history of the game of basketball, when you have the Nike Nike wouldn't be Nike without Michael Jordan.
Oh, absolutely.
Gatorade wouldn't be Gatorade without Michael Jordan. When you have that, also too, when you got a father that's a multi-billionaire, and you've lived a privileged life, in your head, you're like, I can do whatever I want to do. Who gonna stop me, dog?
And sometimes you at brunch and want to do a little blow.
True.
Okay? You like, hey man, I'm just gonna keep eating if I don't stop. So here we go. Thinking about my health.
Bro, if your workout, what do you call it? If your diet program is cocaine, that's a wild take, bro.
No, you're gonna lose a lot of weight.
Yes,
you're
you are.
Be in good shape. Because I'll tell you where most of your weight is. It's in your friends. And that's
well,
thousands of pounds of friends.
How much you lost? 2 friends. Damn, you're doing good.
2 friends, a job, some teeths.
There you go, man. So he got arrested the other day because he had what was it? Possession or it was DUI?
Yeah, this was a couple months ago. It was like
months
possession. Ago. He had drove on the railroad track.
which
That's
also
wild.
pretty safe because there's only one-way traffic's coming there. and
Hey.
and you're not going to hurt anybody. You're just going to get hurt. You're thinking he's putting himself at risk so others won't get at risk.
He's a hero at this point. Hey, you mean to
I
tell
mean,
me?
if he was white, he would be, but we know the system.
True.
you know?
Hey, so this brother thought he was a Sunrail, Ken.
He thought he was Sunrail. He was trying to get to the. He thought he was on the Sunrail, bro.
He was like, it's fast.
Yeah, yeah. So
that's
go ahead.
I'm just saying that's some wild ish, man. I'm just gonna.
But I flip it to you though, James, because James,
Okay.
you didn't graduate college, did you?
No.
Yeah, and to have 4 kids to graduate college. Did Michelle graduate college?
Oh, no.
Yeah, but to have all 4 of your kids to graduate college or be in college.
And we didn't finish. Yeah, we went to college. I went to UCF back when you couldn't finish. But yeah, shout out to them for doing it. I'm very proud of them, brother.
Do they ever try to act up? You try to remind them? They try to Joe Jackson you anytime? They're like, hey, daddy, we went to college. And you like, yeah? I was boxing with Williams-Sonoma gloves. I'm better than you.
No, kids got a new line they give us. Like that, parents could get that line off when we were growing up. They could tell us, hey, you know how much I sacrificed and did for you? You know what kids tell us back now? They like, well, no one asked you to have me, did they?
That's wild.
That's what they say nowadays. That's what kids will tell you. See, I tell my kids all the time, back in the day, if I told my mom anything that was kind of left, bro, I wouldn't have teeth. My mom didn't play that. And I tell my kids,
she shot somebody
3 times. Yeah.
Yo, at that, if my mama has beat, I've seen my mama beat up people.
Yeah.
My mama got shot in the foot by her husband's mistress.
That's
like
what?
Yeah, stop rooting me in the
Black
foot, bro.
people.
Hey, let me tell you something, James.
Damn,
if my mama shot somebody 3 times
in front of you,
I'm a straight A student.
That's how they do it. That's how you
If
do
my
it.
mama shot somebody 3 times, I'd call her every morning as an adult now to tell her I made my bed.
Yeah. Hey,
just let you know, mama, it's good.
It's good. It's good.
Bro, all right, man. Yeah, man. My mama called her husband, who I used to call dad, his name Johnny, in the hotel with his mistress, and she shot my mom in the foot.
She went up in the hotel?
Yeah, Ruth and May at Greensboro was scared of my mama, bro.
Bro, that's crazy, Ken.
Hey, man, my family is notorious in that city, bro.
Are y'all the problem family in that town?
They were. I was a good kid. I was a nerd.
What happened to the woman who shot your mama's foot?
My mama beat her up.
Yeah. That
if I get shot and I whoop your ass, I ain't never shooting you again. I ain't never shooting you again.
It was a lady in our neighborhood, the project I grew up in, that everybody was scared of. She was, she would beat people up. Let me tell y'all something. Women in the projects will whoop your ass.
True. You right about that.
Just know,
absolutely.
Women in the projects, they just can fight. And when that lady said something to my mama, and my mama went off and was about to beat this lady up, at that moment I knew I'd go get my mama for anything. I get my mama because everybody was scared of this lady, but then my mama went off on her, and the lady was scared of my mama, went in to shut her door. Like, man.
Your mama ended it that quick.
Yeah, my mama ended it that quick. Ricky Ray has said this joke. I go get my sisters.
Before
I go get I'm telling you, in a fight, I will go get my sisters before I get anybody.
You did tell me
project women can fight. They'll beat your ass, bro.
Every single day.
They'll beat your ass.
And they will tell you that you don't want none of this. I will whoop your ass.
As they beating your ass.
And then this is the crazy thing. She'll beat your ass. She's tough, but they'll always end up with some dude that controls them, and you're like, what? How are you the toughest person in the hood? You're the strongest person I know. You there. You've taken care of everyone you love. You've been supportive of everyone, and you got this no good dude cheating on you. Yeah. And you whooping his ass, and he hitting you, and y'all staying together. And you're like, you are like I sometimes I see that and I'm just thinking like, girl, you are one of the baddest human beings I know
on the planet.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're smart, you handle yours, you're compassionate, you all the things that make a person good, and you don't take no S from no one. Mm-hmm. But then you dating Claude still. In and out of jail. He stole a copper from your mama's house.
Hey,
me and him used to play in the rec center. I have
Oh.
seen his D. It ain't even that impressive. You know, we showered together. We showered together twice.
Hey.
One time in county,
Hey.
one time in middle school.
Hey, a dude stealing the copper out your mama's house is wild, bro.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, but Miguel said this, man, and it is a compliment. A lot of women in the hood and the projects are very smart women.
Very.
They've raised these kids by
Capable
themselves. They
Yes.
figured out how to make it work with a $1.15. Like they but they will.
Truly.
Their dumb part is are men. They
Their
will
weak-
get
their
the
weakness.
worst
worst man.
men on the planet, bro.
Mhm.
The
God.
worst men on the planet. And I'm like, yo, you could so
And,
have so
hey,
much to
Hey, Ken, I got a dumb question for you. Well, you just told us about your mom running up on the mistress in the hotel. Did they let your mom in the room? Like the people that
I
run
don't
in the
know.
hotel?
I don't know how. I don't know
Oh.
the whole story. Dude, when people die, you learn these stories about
That's
them.
true.
Like I
Yeah,
didn't know
that's
my
true.
father went to jail for murder. Like my father killed someone. I did not
Yeah.
know that until
I
he
forgot.
died.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
My aunt said, yeah, chick went up there and killed that boy. Wait.
Wait. She's like, hey,
Chick
yeah.
who?
Hey, chick killed that boy. Pass your mashed potatoes, baby.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Hold up.
What are we
Wait
talking about?
about?
Can't keep stirring that pot. Stop listening to me real quick. Anyway, it was him versus the Italians from Youngstown. He showed up there, put
Yeah.
9 of them in the box. Can't stir, baby, stir.
I can't. Kids like, what the
What?
hell?
No,
Stop dropping that spoon.
The weekend, my real mama, my adopted mama, and my aunt all went to jail in the same weekend because they were at court and for something. And my mama got loud with the judge and judge, well, you can go to jail for the weekend. And then my aunt was like, no, you're not. And okay, well, all y'all can go to jail for the weekend.
God
And they looked at
dang.
my aunt Deborah was like, make sure you watch our kids this weekend. And they're telling me this story. I'm like, my mama went to jail.
Jail.
Hey, can you imagine too? Can you imagine all 3 of them in jail? The police find out. They're like, hey, so guess what? We are going to prove some time off for y'all. I just found out all 3 of them's locked up. So it's going to be a more chill weekend. You know?
It's like
Hey,
Memorial
Danny,
Day.
Danny, get out of here now. Get to that wedding, buddy. Get out of here. You know?
Hey, before you go, make sure you cut the damn night sun off before you get
Yeah.
out of here.
I gotta swing by the Piggly Wiggly and get some shoes. And then
For the wedding.
Bro, I'm telling you,
Piggly Wiggly.
when somebody died, bro, go to an older person's funeral and
Mhm.
just sit around and listen. They're gonna tell you story. I'm telling you, I learned so much about my father after his funeral from people like your daddy. I'm like, who father y'all talking about?
Hey, I told you what you're gonna hear at every black funeral. Hey, you know that ain't your daddy, right?
Yeah.
second
every
thing-
black, every
second
black
thing you're gonna hear is why he have to reach for his seatbelt.
What? Hey! I
real,
told him.
bro.
I told him not to mess with them white girls. I told him not to.
Man, black and white people, y'all may go through it too. I'm just speaking on my
Maybe.
own experience.
Maybe
I'm telling you, bro. Every time somebody died, I learned something new about that person.
that is so true.
Yeah, you know, so and so did this. You be like, wait,
What?
what?
And I love when you the one you find out in your family, like the one that's the biggest church going person in your family. Nowadays, people sit down and get to drinking and tell you how they was a devil back in the day.
Yo,
Like-
yeah, man, for real. You know, Aunt Linda's so cootie.
What?
Like,
Wait a minute. She a bishop at the church.
Yeah, oh man, all through the whole neighborhood, bro. Like,
Oh,
the whole hood knew her.
Linda,
I'm
you
like-
talking about lightning? We call it lightning.
Lightning
She
Linda?
strike, bam.
They say lightning don't strike twice, but man, they ain't meet your
Man.
auntie.
You talking about Linda? Oh my God, Linda. I know she got
hey.
kids. I didn't know she had a family. You know?
I know we gotta go to commercial, but real quick, I went home for my father's funeral and
Yeah.
found out that one of my cousins on my daddy's side was in a gang with my older brother called the Dragons in Greensboro. I'm like, wait,
What?
and the one that's in the female that was, and she a female that was in the gang is super Christian now.
That's
And I
so
said,
funny.
cuz you was in the gang. She said, yeah, me and your brother Keith used to just go around terrorizing the South Side. I said, man, somebody give me another catfish.
Dude, I remember the Dragons too. They tore up Aunt Rachel's restaurant on Family Matters.
Oh, man.
Hey man, we got to go to break. We'll be right back, right here on Real Radio 104.1. Welcome back, everybody. You still listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host, Mr. James John, joining virtual studio as always with Mr. Ken Miller, aka Z's today, and Miguel Colon Jr. Now, Ken, what you got for a special today, brother?
Yeah, so y'all know I be scrolling through Facebook finding the dumbest stuff, bro. This dude said, don't ask me to go to the movies if you're gonna be mad if I pull out a whole cheesecake out my jacket.
That's cheesecake for all of us, man.
Bro.
So it got me thinking, what's the wildest thing you ever snuck in the movies, bro? I go first.
Okay, go ahead.
I brought a whole Five Guys meal. I'm talking about the burger,
Not
the
bad.
fries, and I got a drink from the concession stand, but I had a burger and fries. Bro, when I opened that thing up, them onions, everybody in the movie was turning around like, who barbecuing here?
Hey, Ken, I got mine. I think I've talked about it on the show a long time
I
ago,
remember
too.
yours, Miguel. This is my favorite.
I brought a Thanksgiving plate because you know how the blockbuster movies will drop on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Well, I went to the movie that night and I still had I made a plate and I had a whole leftover plate. I had turkey, stuffing, green beans, mashed potatoes, and it was just
Ooh.
from my house. So it was already good temperature. And I just brought it in and I was sitting there with the foil, like,
Yeah, the foil, bro.
yeah. Hey, Ken, when it was
hey.
time to drink, all you heard was
Bro, that sounds like the best idea ever to bring the whole plate of leftover Thanksgiving food.
Bro,
Hell
I
to the
don't know
yeah.
what. I don't know if I was watching Iron Man or what, but I was watching some big blockbuster, and I was like, "Oh, this is a good movie."
Bruh, I think the worst thing I ever did was I brought in probably a whole meal, but it was like fried chicken, it was like macaroni and cheese, green beans,
greens,
yeah,
potatoes.
all that, and I had my own drinks too. But it was like heavy food. Like I came in with a backpack. They should have known I was up to no good. Come on, man.
Guys, I feel bad bringing food in, so I will still get something from the concession stand. Like I get my drink or something.
You better
like,
than me.
I get napkins. I get napkins.
Napkins. There you go, baby. Now I brought my own drink in too. I think it was like knee-high soda. I was real. Yeah.
Now, me and Sean were in I think what's one of them snappers, and we went to the movies, and in the right across from the movies is a grilled cheese place. It's a food court. It's a mall, has a grilled cheese place. But me and Sean got 2 grilled cheeses, and we always have this big bag that she keep blankets in because you know every woman is cold in the movie.
Yeah.
So we get there. Sean got on this Lily Pulitzer dress, beautiful dress, and the dude is going through her bag. And he's like, oh my God, that dress is beautiful. And at the time, Sean closes the bag and she's like, thank you so much. And just starts walking. So we got like 4 grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds real good, kid.
I went my homeboy Doc. Shout out. So Doc's nickname was Doc because we knew he was never gonna be nothing. So we gave him a nickname like he was something good. So
That's funny.
It used to be Dr. Willie, because we were like nothing. But Doc, it was like early 2000s when I don't know if this is when they started it, but I remember movie theaters around then, and maybe still now. You get free refills on your drink, and you could refill your popcorn once you bought that like the big bag, you know. Doc would keep the big bag and fold it up and take it with him afterwards. And we would come back to the movies and he would come up and get a refill. Now, this bag was old. It had like old buttery stains in it. Like this ain't no I just bought popcorn today bag in it. But this was his thing. He would take the bag and get a refill of popcorn, and then he would find a cup in the garbage and bust a hole in the bottom and be like, hey man, can I get another cup? I busted this open. And they were like, sure. And they would give him another soda, and he was just like, and y'all thought I'd never be nothing, you know?
Man, that is disgustingly gross, but still a way to manipulate the system. Because you're going to the movies right now. Let me tell you something. You paying a mortgage.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
You paying a whole and they try to get you to. If you go to so what they do now is they give you that little monthly plan, right?
Yeah.
Where you can pay $21. You can go to all the movies you want, but you're gonna pay for them concessions.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, that's what they want.
You're gonna pay for them concessions, bro. But
Yes,
but they'll give you $20. Think about this. If you paid that $21, because James got the Regal pass too, and we both got the Regal.
Yeah.
You pay $21 and you go to one movie, you have just paid for the movie.
You have.
Yeah.
You have.
Now just go. I think James called me the other day. He said, "Yeah, I just left the movie. What you go see?" I don't know, man. Victoria's Secret models. I don't know. We just go to the movie.
We just
I
go
don't
to
know what
the
it
movies.
was.
Yeah, that's where we go.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. We just go to the movies all the time. But you're gonna pay in them sessions.
My sister knew a girl who lived in Atlanta, and the traffic was so bad leaving her job that she got one of those Regal passes. And after work, she would just go sit in the movies for like 2 hours, wait for the traffic to be better, and then drive home.
Hey, facts. Atlanta traffic different.
The Atlanta traffic different. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea, dude.
That ain't bad. Yeah, you might as well just go sit.
Yeah,
somewhere
I
for
used to
2
do that
hours.
in DC. If I didn't in DC, I would go into work super early. You know what I mean? To beat the traffic. So I would go to the gym, work out. Because when I was stationed in the White House, we didn't have organized PT. We did PT on our own. So we would all meet at the gym, just hoop until it was time to go to work, then shower at the compound and then go in. And if I got off too late, same thing. I would find something to do on base.
You have
until like 7 o'clock, because I know after 7, traffic ain't gonna be that bad. So yeah, I can feel it on that, bro. Because in DC, the same way. You got to do if you don't leave at a certain time, you're gonna be sitting in that thing for about 3-4 hours.
Bonkers had a gig we used to do. They said it was Atlanta, but it was really Roswell, which is right outside Atlanta. Yeah. We would leave at 4 o'clock in the morning just so we didn't have to go through Atlanta traffic. That is the worst traffic and I think I drove there one day, not remembering what was going on, and it was when the president flew into Atlanta. They stopped everything. Yeah. It's already bad traffic. They stopped everything for 3 or 4 hours just so he could land safely, bro. What does the president landing at the airport got to do with this highway? You know what I mean?
Like back in the winter, Atlanta had like 2 inches of snow, and people were stuck on the highway for overnight. Like people were dying.
Yeah,
like you're saying, like
they were like, we don't know what to do.
They wouldn't put the top down on the dump because they wanted people to hear that music.
Bro, I would have left my car on the highway and got me a
hotel and just came back.
Here's the thing: 2 inches of snow is not going to kill me.
No,
not at all.
Man, I'm not gonna be found huddled up dead in 2 inches of snow, man.
I tell you where it does affect people. Where my mom lives in Tallahassee, they don't have snow. That's not a regular occurrence. They had like 6 inches of snow. The town lost its mind. Nobody knew not to drive, because here's what happens. If there's snow in Georgia, they have snow plows. They have a system in place, salt truck. In Tallahassee, they don't got none, as my grandmama would say. They ain't got none of that. So people were trying to drive with no chains, with no salt. Nobody plowed the road, but they're like, yeah, we can still do everything we normally do. No, the hell you can't, bro.
Oh, the thing is, though, here's the thing, James. They can. 2, 3, 4 inches, 6 inches of snow ain't gonna affect any operation. They just don't know what they're doing.
Because
here's the thing, man. There ain't no snow plows when you like whenever you're doing them Wisconsin runs and stuff, and you're driving in them, and you're just driving through 6 inches of snow, man. You can leave a baby outside for 2 hours, and they're just gonna be pink. You know?
Yeah, when you know what you're doing. But yeah, they have no idea what they're doing. Bro.
Yeah, when I was stationed in Fort Huachuca, we would get snow every now and then because we were in the mountains of Arizona. So we would get snow every now and then, bro. They had an inch of snow shut the whole base down. Because nobody knew how to drive. They didn't know snow like that.
No,
so 1 inch, bro. 1 inch of snow. When I tell you it snowed that morning, we got the call that, hey man, everybody off today. By noon, the sun was up.
That's funny.
We was like, we already off. Who cares? I ain't coming in.
I ain't coming in. Nah.
I'm gonna play Sega Genesis the rest of the day.
I don't, funny. Sir, I don't think this vehicle can operate in the snow. It's called a snow leopard. I think that's just the name, sir. It's on tracks. I don't.
No, I can't.
Get one of the mountain units over here, sir. I don't think.
Can't do it. Now,
get the 10th mountain over here.
Let me ask y'all a quick little question. Speaking of snow, would y'all ever live in a place again that had snow?
Hell no.
Nah.
You ain't even got to finish it. Hell no.
It just depends on what I'm doing. But yeah, I could do it again, man.
You would do it?
I don't want to, though, but I could do it again.
Gotcha. Because I always ask my wife that, hey, do you miss being up north and the seasons and snow? She goes, She said the same thing. Hell no. Nah.
It's a lot of work, man.
When I was in it, I love DC.
But it's different though when you got to deal with the snow and then somebody else dealing with it. Like you got to go out there.
Because you were used to it. You know,
Yeah.
I was there for 5 years, so I was used to snow. I was used to all of that. So when winter came and we had a blizzard, I was hyped because this is during the days of, you know, I would go to Blockbuster. I get a bunch of movies.
There you
I
go.
got food. I got snacks. I know I'm
Yeah.
about to be snowed in for 2 days.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? I was cool with it. If I had to, man, when I went up there with Russell Peters and I had to open for him, it started snowing, and me and my wife went outside. I was like, man, see. This that BS, dog. What?
Hey,
who would live in this man, bro?
And all the black people there looking at you like, what's wrong with this fool? Hey, man,
why you got a jacket on?
You know, they walking around with no shirt on.
Yeah, I think too, man. With snow, you got to prepare. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just okay, it's snowing. You know, like he was saying, if you're gonna be locked in for 2 days, real quick, you ran out of food and stuff. Pipes freeze up. You ain't got no water coming through. You know.
That's wild. Yeah, you're right about that. We take it for granted in Florida. We don't have to plan for weather. We got an umbrella. That's pretty much it. Get a little cool. We got a light jacket. But up there, you're like, man, winter's coming. What we got to do? We got to do this. Got to get the furnace fixed. Got to make sure everybody got winter jackets. Got to make
the
sure
water running overnight.
Freeze up. Dang, man. Yeah.
Hey, dog. Never.
What I do too, man, when it gets real cold, man, you got to eat them honey packets before they freeze.
Oh no!
like a bear eating on my honey packets.
Just sitting up there like this.
I wake up, that thing's like a sundial.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yo.
Just on hard all day for no reason.
Yeah.
Just at attention. No.
Why are these honey packets in the bed? Maybe our body heat gonna keep them warm. I need this.
Yeah, that's it.
We ain't got nothing else to do for these 2 days. So I need this honey.
You lose power, you can rub a stick against it, it'll make a fire.
Look at, take the back of your knife, turn little cotton, back of your knife, your willy, and just and if you're uncircumcised, just move the hood up and down. Little spark.
It's diabolical, bro.
Yeah, never taught you that in the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, they did. You get
no
your
scout master
keeping badge.
That's so funny. All right, man. We got about a minute left, man. I love you guys. This has been a great couple of shows we've done so far. Where you guys gonna be this weekend?
Nowhere, baby. I am home hanging out, man.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, Wednesday I'll be at Port Charlotte, Vasani's Comedy Club, man. If you know anybody in the Port Charlotte area, it's one of our favorite clubs on the planet, man. So make sure y'all have them come out there. And then Thursday I'll be at Eustis at the Eustis Comedy Theater, man, a showcase out that way. So come out and check me out. But then for the weekend, I'm a chill. I might swing by Bull and Bush. I think they got their 13th anniversary show or something like that. I might swing by and do that. But if not, man, I'll be up in the crib cold, as they used to say back in the 80s, cold lamping.
Well, guys, this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'll be at Side Splitters, Wesley Chapel, opening up for Flip Schultz. And Saturday, 6 p.m., I'll be at the regular Side Splitters, and I'm gonna be heading over to Wesley Chapel to finish up the weekend there. So if you guys want to get tickets, go to sidesplitters.com if you're in the Tampa area, or you guys can go to my social media. I'll have it posted there. Thank you guys so much, as always, for listening to Real Laughs. On behalf of myself, Mr. James John, Ken Miller, Miguel Colon Jr., we appreciate y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. But Ken, tell these mofos what to do.
Take your ass to bed. Hey, man, and don't forget to cut the day sun off, bro.
Terry! We out.